When you start in your innings as a batsman, you're always anxious to get the ball in the middle of the bat, and then you get such a delivery. That's comfort. That's comfort food. Yes, he knows it was a bad delivery.
A leg spinner is always a fascinating sight. I love to watch a genuine.
Meet Filmora 11, the video editor that can do more.
Fast bowler who would run in and bowl really quickly against a quality batsman, and to watch a good quality leg spinner up against players who play spin well. Always a wicket-taking option, an attacking option that a captain could have. Sometimes can be a luxury.
Always a luxury. Do they give you goosebumps? The real fast bowlers and the leg spinners?
I simply love to watch them. I mean, it's always a fascinating duel to watch them.
Tingle your skin. He's bowling great lines. He's looking to land the ball in the blind area of the batsman. Getting a bit of drift. He's aiming the leg stump. Asking questions. Yasir Shah.
Working it against the turn. He wouldn't mind it because he's looking to bowl that midland leg. He's having a man at short extra cover.
Yeah, I'm with you. The side should encourage Yasir Shah, the leg spinner, when he sees a batsman on driving the ball. And if the batsman is not precise in closing the face of the bat, edge can be induced. And both of these batters are running well between the wickets, showing a lot of understanding. 134 for 3.
Six bowlers used. Just 2 seamers in this side. You reckon Pakistan spoiled for choices in terms of spin?
Well, the conditions and the type of surface used here in Galle International Stadium, it is a requirement, isn't it? But at times, I hear you, the captain get confused. And they're impelled to make quick changes, whereas in test match cricket, same goes for the bowlers as well. Now, you need time to prevail in test match cricket. Yes, at times, you prevail straight away. But as a bowler, to start setting up the batsman, you need a bit of confidence, 3 overs behind you to be able to do that. And if you have so many choices at times, the captains are found wanted.
The point I was trying to make is when you have so many options, the chances are that at least one can be underbowled. Because you speak about those spells, you speak about the rhythm, you speak about they need to get into a nice groove. So doing that, when 2 spinners or fast bowlers, they start doing just that bit. I mean, I've seen that happen, so that's the question I asked you.
You know, when you select a team as a captain, you know, you look at the options and you pick the bowlers to bowl in the first innings and you should know who is the bowler going to be bringing a lot of threat to the opposition. That's where you have to make a decision. Who are the bowlers who is going to rely in the first innings, and who are going to be their match winners in the fourth innings. If you're able to differentiate that and decide upon the bowlers, the job becomes easier.
So many thoughts and thought processes that are applied when it comes to selecting combinations and teams. It's becoming pretty complicated these days.
So the entire conversation tells me that you are a fan of only 4 bowlers in a test match. Are you?
No, not like that. Pakistan have 2 fast bowlers and 4 spinners. So I would have felt 3 spinners and 2 fast bowlers maybe. Anyway, 134 for 3.
तुम्हारे कंधों पे
मतलब डैंड्रफ वापस कल ही तो शैम्पू किया था।
तो शैम्पू बदलो और ले आओ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स। इसका बाकायदा इस्तेमाल करें खुश्की के जर्म्स पर असर 100% तक। खुश्की मिटाए और लौटने से रोके। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
.134 for 3. This partnership needs to carry on. It's absorbing cricket. The run rate's good, the over rate's down a bit. That's because we've had a few issues in that first session. Karunaratne needing some assistance, not once but twice sometimes. And also the fact that the ball was changed, so few delays and lots of catching up to be done by the Pakistan bowlers. With the spinners on, I think they'll get close to speed. Not sure whether they can really bowl those 90 overs at 5 o'clock today. This is a very good spell. This is an excellent spell by the leg spinner.
Yeah, not only the Pakistani bowlers have picked up wickets here, but they have been able to dry up the scoring. And last hour or so we have seen the run rate plummeting. That's nicely worked away into the gap, running hard for 3. Easily got them.
That's a safer shot against a leg spinner because you're playing off the back foot and also you're playing off the pitch. The on drive that you were talking about was far more risky. Now we're talking about the run rate. The first session was good. The second session, it's under 3 runs and over, but the average rate is better than 3.5.
Yeah, Pakistan gaining control, that's for sure. Yeah, Mohammad Nawaz urging Abdullah Shafiq, if you see a sniff of getting a batsman out, you should go for it. There was a bit of misunderstanding with Chandimal, Angelo Matthews.
Well, Yasir Shah, he's bowled a few drag downs in his over. One that was played off the back foot for some runs by Matthews, but otherwise, the spell itself. He's bowled with excellent control. Oh, inside edge or under edge of the bat. Chandimal went hard. It will run away to the boundary. rubber the green Sri Lanka's way. 8 of the over, 142 for 3. .142 for 3. The partnership now 22 runs. Rather streaky that last one. Tossed up, went hard at it. And an underedge.
Yeah, he derived a different method to employ that cover drive. Rather than employing that vertical bat swing, he just flat bats it. Tries to hit the ball on the head. This time around, inside edge. And no chance for the wicketkeeper to catch that one.
Naseem Shah. I think he wasn't used to full potential in that first game, but being one of the two seamers or fast bowlers in this side, he'll have a lot of bowling to do. First spell was good, 5 overs for 4. And work up a good pace. Bowls the heavy ball, as they call it. Replacing Nawaz. But Nawaz at the far end. Either way, getting back Naseem Shah will be a good move by Pakistan, just to try and break a rhythm. The Sri Lankan batsmen are just getting used to spin at both ends, and also starting to look a little bit comfortable against the left arm spinner.
Yeah, an hour of spin after lunch. The situation was demanding a bowling change. And this will be an opportunity for the Pakistani bowlers to gauge whether the ball has been scruffed up to be able to reverse. In this test match, the condition of the ground, especially at square, it's quite abrasive, isn't it?
Also, what I'll be very keen to look at is the length he'll bowl to Matthews. That's a no ball. They've been pretty generous, isn't it, with their overstepping the spinners and the faster bowlers. They're tight calls, but they are definitely no balls. Nothing behind the line. Not those massive ones by a few inches. That's just over the line. Open inside edge. It's not the quickest surface. The ball wouldn't really rush on to the batsman, and that could help the seamers, particularly with the short delivery, where you'll have certain deliveries that don't really arrive. And fast bowlers generally have this tendency to try and go short against Angelo Matthews.
Oops. Almost tripped. Yeah, Angelo Matthews does give you an impression that he's uncomfortable with those short pitch deliveries. I haven't seen him getting out that often on those short pitch deliveries. I remember great Steve Waugh gave you an impression that he's uncomfortable, but never saw him getting out to a short pitch delivery. Maybe it's a ploy to ask the bowlers to bowl that length.
I think they experienced cricketers, aren't they? They know exactly how to look after themselves. You spoke about Steve Waugh. I think Steve Waugh is an excellent example of being bounced by faster bowlers, but he took a lot on the body. He was a brave player. Matthews too has tons and tons of experience, have played in different conditions, different surfaces, so he knows how to look after himself. Surely he's not going to be intimidated by the short ball. Maybe into a few short deliveries he can be unsettled, but I don't think as someone who's played so much of cricket he's going to be worried too much about it.
Yeah, on a pitch like this, as a batsman, you don't need to worry about those short pitch deliveries. Not zipping through. And when you talk about Naseem Shah, he's only 5'8" in height. To be able to get the ball bouncing, he has to pitch the ball very short. On a pitch like this, allows a lot of time for the batter to adjust.